soy Jessie Camacho y estás escuchando el podcast Survivor NSFW con Jonny Fairplay y Matt Bischoff.
Welcome to Survivor NSFW, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably wondering, why is Matt Bischoff and Jonny Fairplay naked? And I'll tell you why. Because we have some badass interviews we did a couple weeks ago at Hearts of Reality. It was our roommate that inspired this right now. Stephen Lee Hall Jr., Jonny Fairplay, roomed with us, and that fucking guy was on 4 seasons so far of Naked and Afraid.
So far. He's not done.
He's not done. So he was awesome, dude. Like,
should I stand for this interview?
No. Well, I don't have the blur guy's not here.
I have some pretty good climate control going on here in the office, so we might need a pretty good sized blur.
Well, yeah. So Jonny and I were roommates at Hearts of Reality a couple weeks back, and
of course, there was no choice.
No, there wasn't. And the thing is Stephen Lee Hall Jr. from Naked and Afraid was with us as well. So we got to spend some time with him, hear his story, and I have not seen the Antarctica cold version of Naked and Afraid, but I was telling him there's no way in hell that I would do Naked and Afraid. No way.
No. I mean, well, number one, it's not enough money for the punishment.
No.
Like that's key.
Yeah, and this dude is kind of like, man, I would do it whenever. So this dude is a freaking badass. So
he likes the ice. I mean, he likes the one-on-one company of a naked lady.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
we saw that this weekend.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Stephen Lee Hall Jr., if you have a chance, everybody, especially once you hear this interview, go back and check out. It's on Discovery Channel.
Yeah, I'm checking out Discovery Channel on demand this week, and I'm gonna catch up. Really cool guy, really excited. I think they know what they're doing when they pair us with people. So that they put us together in a room.
Right.
I don't know how they figured that one out.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's awesome, man. But yeah, really cool guy, and I'm a fan of Naked and Afraid. I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon. See, I used to watch it all the time. There was even that dude from Survivor that was on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go and do the on-demand thing like you and catch up on this deal. But I don't think we've seen the last of Stephen Lee Hall Jr. So we got an interview with him coming right up. Yeah. In addition to that, man, this person that we're going to be talking to,
holy moly,
was someone who made, to me, a huge impact on the Edge of Extinction season. Edge of Extinction, and I even told people from Edge of Extinction, not my favorite season, but I have a different opinion. I mean, the cast, we met Big Wendy, Devins, Aurora, Chris Underwood.
Shamed winner Chris Underwood.
Yeah, Reem, Daly, different people. Everyone was super cool,
Well, you know who wasn't super cool?
Who?
Jonny Fairplay to Chris Underwood when he was attempting to play ping pong against Mike Holloway. So this in case you've been wondering, should I try the Patreon for 1 month? Because I hear you guys talk. Patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. Is it worth it? For the troll job that I do on Chris Underwood alone,
yes,
I think that's it. Try it for 1 month. You have never in the history of troll jobs seen one as cruel as what
and I'll leave it at that. I don't want to give away anything, but there will be some stuff edited from that I will be doing and putting up, as well as some other things with Adam Klein and Jay.
Oh my God, they were not ready for my visit, were they?
They were not. I have Jonny Fairplay walking through the hotel in his, they're not like tidy whities, they're, night boxer brief type things.
Boxer brief trunks.
So,
well, I was in the middle of changing. I needed to pick up these autographed pictures from Adam that very second.
Yes.
So what? So should I finish changing? No.
No, you just got up and left.
I
yes.
You followed me.
Yeah, I followed you. So you are going to want to see that, but that's going to be all on Patreon stuff and on our YouTube channel. We got some cool stuff coming up. Like we said last week, Softball with the Stars with tons of people, including your best friend Rupert and his lovely wife Laura Bonham coming to town, as well as tons of
I like Laura.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to get a picture with you and Rupert.
Oh,
we got
with his hands around my throat.
Yes, exactly.
You know what? If I showed up like I am right now, do you think he'd touch me?
Maybe not.
I think we have an idea for softball to naked.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, that event coming up, guys. Don't forget your tickets. That is Saturday, September 14th. In Cincinnati, Ohio. Go to softballwiththestars.com. See all the amazing reality stars that are coming to help out. It's a charity event with proceeds going to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Really cool deal. If we could, before we go any further, if we could reflect back on the Hearts reality. So you go to the Give Kids the World Village for the first time.
Yes.
And wow. We're riding in on the bus, and you're just like, this place isn't fun, is it? And I'm like, well, it is what you make it. Yeah. And can they crush you with some stories there or what?
Yes, they can. They can crush you with some stories, and it was absolutely amazing. I'm completely blown away still, and I've gotten some direct messages on social media with pictures of one of the girls that spoke and her daughter who was dressed like a pirate. She messaged me on Facebook saying it was a picture of her daughter like smiling at me because I was like waving my beard around and stuff, and she just gave me a really nice message. And someone else messaged me via Facebook with a picture of me and her son, and I thought that was really cool that they looked me up somehow on found me and said kind words. But that's the cool thing. I was telling my wife and some other people that the cool thing about Survivor, obviously playing Survivor, watching yourself on TV with your friends and family, doing the podcast, all this, that, and the other is cool. Meeting the alumni, but being able to use Survivor and our reality TV status years after we've played to do things cool like this charity event is really what it's all about. I mean, never in a million years, Jonny, would I think that this would be a part of my life still. You know what I mean? Like this weekend, meeting Troyzan and Brett LaBelle and Silas and Jessie Camacho and Dr. Carr, like all these people are
Denise. Denise, the lunch lady.
Yeah, she's awesome.
How
man.
cool is Denise?
She's super cool.
Sitting there at the Celebration Decades party and watching Denise do Beastie Boys.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I know. It was. The list goes on and on. It was just so awesome. And Reem Daly, who we got to talk to.
Well, I got to challenge her to a game of ping pong.
You did,
and I won. Like I think we played to. She kept making us start over because I would score first every time. Yeah. And so we eventually I don't think we have the finish of the match on. Yeah. We were playing to 10, and then I won 12-10.
Oh, sweet. Hell yeah. That's awesome, dude. Reem is exactly who I thought Reem would be. She's the exact same way you see her on the show. So
there's no we were talking, we could both imagine her sending in the casting video going, dude, put me on Survivor, dude, and then, them going, I wonder how close she is to this.
Oh yeah.
In real life. Yeah. And then she gets there and it's like, shit, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, do you think she'll be like that when she gets out there? Yes.
Right. Yeah.
What that first video until the end of extinction.
Yeah.
That's Reem.
Oh yeah.
And that person came to Hearts Reality 2 weeks ago.
Yep. She did. So we got the interview. I was manning the camera, and Jonny was was getting into some good stuff with Reem. And then finally, one of my, favorite 2 hour. I mean, I had a lot of favorite times at Hearts of Reality. But when we went to eat sushi with myself, you, Christina Coria, Jessie Camacho, Silas Gaither, and Memphis Garrett.
From Big Brother.
Yes. It was absolutely awesome. I mean, the fun thing about it is getting these different groups and pockets of reality people that are just totally different walks of life.
So I mean, like, no two are even similar.
No, exactly. So we went to two different sushi restaurants.
Well, we asked to go to a nice sushi restaurant, and so the guy from the hotel is just like, hey, I'll drive you. And he was, and Memphis knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
So Memphis like, what about Kobe? And they're like, I can't take you there. The hotel has a deal with certain restaurants.
Yeah.
And he's like, and we have tracking on the car. Like, this is, he's like, I can lose my job.
Yeah.
So he goes, but it's like, I think we went to Aria or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, but the place we're going is good. It's not great, but it's really good sushi. And it's like, okay, we can deal with good sushi.
Right.
And so we go, and we get a few $100s of the sushi there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're leaving there, and then up comes Libby and a bunch of other people. That wasn't when Libby lived there in Florida. She used to go. Whoever.
Yeah. She used to go there, I believe.
Yeah. So she was taking her friends there. So the guy from the hotel comes to take us back, and it's just like, take us to Kobe. And he was just like, I can't. And it's just like, just say that, we demand, we broke all the rules, of course. And so we go there, and then we get the good. And I think we played it right, because having that base of good sushi helped our wallets
right.
and our appreciation for the great sushi.
Oh yeah, and man, we were having beers, sake, sushi, edamame. I mean, that's my favorite. That's like my dream dinner scenario. Like, great friends, great food. And I never even drink sake, but dude, I tell you what, it was absolutely fucking awesome. And
great story. I mean, like, you're gonna hear Silas talk, and it hurt Silas not he went to play Survivor to win Survivor.
Yep.
And when he didn't, he was like, fuck this whole thing.
Yeah.
And he has done everything possible to keep that out of his life.
Right.
And then, with the phone call from Memphis and the promise that Benry would be there, even though he didn't come.
Yeah.
He was just like, let me give this a chance. And he's such a good person that,
dude, Silas is one of the most cool dudes that I met the whole time I was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, one thing, and we're going to hear that the interview.
And we met, I mean, like, Dr. Carl, cool as fuck. Joe can't, like, who would think Dr. Carl and Joe, like every night, last two people walking around with a drink in their hand, Dr. Carl and Joe going, where's all the young bucks?
Oh, yeah, they're badass, dude. So I wanted to go to bed. I was tired as hell, dude, but I literally stayed up with all those dudes that you just mentioned, plus Tyler Fredrickson and Mike Holloway and some other people were roaming around. It was awesome, man. But this interview, being able to talk to Jessie Camacho and Silas. I mean, hell, I've met a lot of people from Survivor Africa now with Dr. Carl, obviously Lex, big time. I mean, it's
Jessie Camacho at the beginning of our podcast.
That's right. That's right. Hell yeah. So shout out. So like I said, you're going to be hearing Stephen Lee Hall Jr. followed by Reem Daly. And ending this podcast is Survivor Africa royalty, Silas Gaither, Jessie Camacho, Jonny Fairplay. I'm stoked to actually listen back to this shit, so hope you guys enjoy this.
Don't forget, go to survivornsfw.com. Subscribe to our YouTube. The links are there. Subscribe to our audio version. The links are there. Get your T-shirts at johnnyfairplay.com. With every T-shirt, you get a phone call from me, Jonny Fairplay. And the best and easiest way to support the podcast is to go to patreon.com/SurvivorNSFW. The link's there at the SurvivorNSFW.com. Become a patron. Just a little bit in the tip jar helps the podcast go a long way. And I can't wait to see all you guys September 25th in Clearwater, Florida at Muggs Sports Bar and Grill. And you can join me and a host of others. It's going to be a great time. And go to survivorafterhours.com to get your VIP tickets now.
We are chilling poolside. This is our roomie at Hearts of Reality, Mr. Stephen Lee Hall Jr.
Kind of a big deal, ladies and gentlemen.
4-time naked and afraid contestant. And
I'm just glad you got clothes on right now.
The night's young, my friend.
The
night is young.
Well, and we are roommates.
That's true. Yeah.
What happens in 113
That's
stays
right.
in 113.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh.
So we've had a long day today. We got
Long
to
day.
swim with dolphins,
We
and
did.
we're now chilling poolside. So we were talking earlier in our hotel, dude. So you've played Naked and Afraid 4 times. How did you get on the show to begin with? Some of us survivors were either recruited like Jonny, or you're an applicant like me who goes online and fills out the application. So give us, they obviously loved you because you played 4 times, but how did it all begin?
Well, it's a crazy story, actually, because I never applied, which is a really crazy thing. So, long story short, I worked at a bar downtown. I was a bar manager down there. And while I was up doing an art show in New York, they were doing their own little pilot show. And one of the producers was like, hey, you know anybody with like a smart mouth that can hunt and fish and build really cool shit? And my buddy's wife's like, oh my God, I know just the guy. So I got this random phone call. They're like, hey, Stephen Lee Hall Jr.? I'm like, obviously. And they're like, well, we want you to be on this television show. And I'm like, okay, yeah, right. You want my social security number and my credit card information?
I too need that information.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, right. It won't get you too far.
Well.
So, they sent me an email and sent me tickets to go to LA, and I'm like, what the hell? Either I'm going to be on TV or I'm going to be sold into sex trafficking or something like that. Right. So,
once again, I'm going to need that information.
So, I go there, I interview, and they're like, dude, we love you. And like literally 3 weeks later, I was naked in Alabama, and then 3 months after that.
Whoa, okay, so Naked and Afraid, I've seen an episode here or there.
Yeah.
Amazing, beautiful locations all over the world.
All over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alabama, you say?
Alabama.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So were you disappointed originally on your...
Listen, these people get to go to like Thailand and like Mozambique and like places you can't even spell.
You get Huntsville.
Yeah.
You're looking
literally.
You're looking at rocket ships.
Yeah, you're right. And then I get this one.
And you got your little rocket ship because you're naked and afraid.
Well, and the bummer thing was, so like I'm preparing myself to like build a fire on the Great Wall of China, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, we just sent you an email. And
are you familiar with Tuscaloosa?
Yeah. And the thing was, it's like, you're going to Union Springs, AL. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to Albania. Like, I swear to God. Yeah. And I'm like, just about to Google Albania. And then I'm like, Union Springs. I don't know Albanian, but that ain't no fucking Albanian right there. Right. So
it's a loose translation.
It's a loose translation. Less vowels, some more accents in there.
No clicks.
So no clicks. So 300 miles up the road, opposed to being halfway around the world.
So let me ask you, did that give you an advantage though? Like, to do it your first time, you obviously made it all the way through the challenge.
Totally.
Right? Was it easy for you, considering it is in your backyard?
I think, like my Alabama episode, probably because I grew up in the South. So I know the plants, I know the animals, I know what the weather is. I've been to Alabama before,
right.
So that definitely prepared me a little bit, but I mean, you're naked with nothing.
And afraid.
You got a knife and a stick and, a pot to piss in and make your own water. So
if you had matches, would you carry them in your butt?
Probably the safest spot.
Hey, we know Rob Cesarino.
What's up?
All right, so because my good friend Richard Hatch may or may not, according to rumor and innuendo, has hid waterproof matches in his butt on All Stars.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Rumor and innuendo.
That is initiative right there. I give the guy props for, A for effort. But.
So, what is
Matt, have you ever hid anything in your butt?
No, I have not. That's a good idea,
Do you like to play hide things in people's butts? It's a fun game.
So what
It's
was...
a totally different podcast.
Yeah,
Totally different. That's one after this.
That too will leave you naked and afraid.
Well, what was the most difficult thing of your first Alabama deal?
The first thing that really kind of gets is you're naked and you're cold. And,
Right.
it rained on us for 4 days.
Wet and cold on Survivor are the two things that television does not translate.
No, it cannot translate. It is the
There's
most
nothing
brutal,
worse.
Miserable. There's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
Nothing. Your fire's
you're,
gone.
You're wet. You ain't getting dry.
No, you're not getting dry.
Yeah.
And
you're
you don't
cold.
know. You're not getting warm. You're not getting warm either. No, there's no fire.
Yeah.
So that you really realize the importance of everything that we take for granted all the time. Shoes, socks.
My first season of Survivor, it rains like 12 hours straight.
Oh yeah.
And we're in the shelter, that does nothing. We go in the woods where there's additional coverage.
Yeah.
That does nothing.
Yeah.
And then you realize at any time in my life, as long as I've been alive, I can go 20 feet and be underneath something
Anywhere.
that
Yeah,
stops
totally.
water.
Yeah, totally. Right.
At any moment of my life.
Yeah, you totally get.
For the previous 30
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
I was always 20
Totally
feet away.
ignorant.
So, and then you learn really quickly, wow, outside sucks.
It is hard and it sucks. It is wet. Yeah, that is true.
That's you never know that until it's too late.
Yeah. And then the realization happens.
Yes.
Well,
along with the tears.
Let me ask you this, man. The difference between Naked and Afraid and Survivor. Obviously, I don't know if you're a big Survivor fan or not, but...
You play for $1 million, right?
Oh, I would definitely play for $1 million.
Well, isn't that what Naked and Afraid is?
Oh, no, God.
Oh.
No, God, no. It is strictly a challenge, glutton for punishment type
I
situation.
think we figured out the major difference.
Yeah. That's quite the initiative, you know?
But after doing Naked and Afraid, do you think people on Survivor, like Jonny and I have said, the rain, the elements, you're not sleeping, you're having to compete in these physical challenges. You're just out there to survive for a period of time and then get out to your extraction point, right?
Yeah.
So do you think, though, that it's a much gnarlier toll on the human just
Totally.
on Naked and Afraid
Totally.
compared to Survivor?
100%.
But keep in, we have the $1 million mind fuck.
Yeah.
For 39 days.
Yeah.
In addition,
I could stay full off $1 million mind fuck.
Okay.
I can. Because I went 8 days in Africa without eating anything.
Yeah.
And
Really?
that will, dude, mentally, you hallucinate.
Yeah.
And it's not like a fun ride, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, wow, this is a great time.
This is like Pink Floyd The Wall.
Yeah.
No.
You literally feel yourself dying. You know?
Much less Yellow Submarine, much more Tommy by the
Totally.
Hood.
Totally.
How has this taken a toll on your body, dude? The first time, did you lose a lot of weight?
I lost 25 pounds in Alabama, which is a lot. I lost 50 pounds in South Africa.
So did you so was South Africa your second trip?
South Africa was my 40-day challenge, yeah.
Okay, so did you have a lot of time between challenges and did you regain your weight back really quick?
No, absolutely. Your body, once you get back and you can absorb these starches and these fats and these sugars, your body bounces back pretty quick.
Right.
You gotta,
Unfortunately.
you gotta do it the right way though, or else you'll because what happens is, after not eating for that long, everything you eat, your body stores as fat.
Right.
So if you don't do it the right way, you're just gonna end up 400 pounds.
So how did you do it the right way? Did you know it
I don't eat a lot of junk food.
Yeah.
I know.
I fucked a nutritionist.
Got all the information I needed. Only took me 15 minutes. It was amazing.
Never talk to him again. I thought it'd be weird.
We sent Christmas cards. It is weird.
I didn't want to talk vitamin stuff.
So you've done it 4 times. Would you do it again?
Totally. absolutely.
So it's kind of like, because Johnny and I always say it.
We're addicted.
Most
100%.
survivors, it's like
It's a high.
It is.
Yeah.
In the moment, sometimes you're like, why am I doing
Yeah.
this? I never want to fucking do this again.
Yeah.
The second
Yeah.
it's over, dude, that experience, it's like,
Yeah.
you want to do it again
You do.
and again and again.
Totally.
So for
Totally.
you to be able to do it 4 times.
Well, and now,
That's
I
pretty
mean, I
awesome.
got a rep to maintain now.
Okay,
You
so
know?
let's fast forward to your 4th time.
Okay.
Now, people have asked us, they're just like, hey, do you think they'll ever do a Survivor season in the cold?
Yeah.
And I'm like, never, because we want to see girls in bikinis.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
we want the girls. The girls
Tundra
want
furs.
to. The girls want to see the cold meadows with the 18
12,
abs.
12 abs?
Yeah. Okay, so I get that, but Survivor, they're gonna give us some clothes if we were to do the cold. So I'm just like, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So they call you. They go, hey, we're doing the cold. No clothes still. It's
Yeah.
still naked and afraid.
Yeah. Still naked and afraid, dude.
So, but the little dot they use.
Yeah.
They're saving a lot
They
of money.
save a lot of money on the blur guy. Yeah. A lot of money. Yeah. So you got to think, it all balances itself out.
Would you say it went from an Audi to an inning?
Pretty damn close. It's hard not to when you're balls deep in the tundra, man.
Yeah.
Now, how
You know.
was that? I mean, like my main thing, like the way people ask me, would you ever do Naked and Afraid? People ask
Yeah.
me that a lot. I said, fuck no.
Yeah.
It's not, and I'll tell you why. The main thing would be, I do not, like the shit you guys are walking barefoot through,
Oh, it's
I
brutal.
would not want to
Yeah.
walk, but that's the fucking worst.
Yeah, no, it's the worst.
Being naked, having a butthole rash or a sunburn or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's an average Thursday.
But,
you know?
yeah. But what was the cold, like the one that was in the cold?
In Alaska. Yeah, I did.
so
I
what
did
was that
2
like?
weeks in Alaska. Well, they called me up. They're like, "Hey, you ready to go again?" I'm like, "I'm already packed. Like, let's go." They're like, "Okay, but."
Well, by already packed on naked and afraid, that means nothing.
Exactly. I am always prepared.
Yeah, it's an
You know?
empty bag, man.
That's it. That's it. And I'm like, we can do it, but you got to at least give us like a fur or
Yeah.
something. Like, we got a caveman. We'll die.
Right.
Hypothermia is a real thing.
Like
you
how
know?
cold, like what was the Fahrenheit?
How cold was it?
It got above 40 degrees one day. The coldest it got was, I think, 24, 25 degrees.
And you're naked.
And you're naked.
And
And
afraid.
it is wet and raining and snowing every day.
He's walking through what knee-high snow.
Oh, crotch high. at
Crotch
first.
high.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
I'm
with,
dragging, dude. There's a snow trail.
So my thing is, you're with a partner, which is a female.
Yeah, yeah.
So in the cold, especially, are you guys naked?
Big spoon, little spoon.
Are you guys
or
spooning
front to front?
Total spoonage.
And
Front
keep-
to front or front to back?
Big spoon.
Big spoon. Nice.
Yeah, big spoon. Yeah,
Now-
you have
I-
to.
when-
It's honestly like body heat. People don't really realize, but it'll totally keep you alive. Like
When-
having one warm person there. Like in Alabama, when it rained on us, like it was 50-something degrees. So it's 50 degrees. It's windy. You're wet and you're naked. Like that is a perfect storm for hypothermia.
Yeah.
If me and Shalise were as cool as we were, we both would have died out there or tapped out.
So Matt and I, whenever we do a charity event, we sleep on Big Spoon.
Well, of course, yeah, yeah.
But it's for survival.
It's totally for survival. Yeah,
So
yeah.
where can people find you, like on social media and stuff like that?
You can find me Instagram, Twitter at All Terrain Titan, one word. Facebook at Stephen Lee Hall Jr. And I got a website, nevitskilljoy.com.
And you were saying that you're an artist.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like what, like Johnny?
Not
collects
like
art.
a sandwich artist.
No.
That is
It's it.
that's a
It's
Subway
every
employee.
Thursday. It's a part-time job. I don't make $1 million on my show.
Okay.
Okay, so don't bash the sandwich arts.
So you
Do
paint?
you do sandwich dark arts?
So yeah, I've been an artist for like 10 years. I was that before I was ever running around naked on TV. So cars, buildings, murals. I paint probably 30 or 40 commission pieces a month. So
Wow.
like that's what pays my bills. So
So you can basically paint a portrait. You do like realism stuff.
Oh, yeah, I do
You
everything.
can paint a portrait of Johnny.
I
Fairplay
totally
that I can
can.
hang above my bed.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, there's no other place for it. Working out with Tessa, on the other hand, that's the immunity
Tessa's my
challenge.
wife.
Oh, yeah.
He's hoping to get her one day.
Well,
So,
I inherit her when Matt dies.
Well, that's standard operation. Yeah,
That's what podcasts do. For
yeah.
now, I want to also ask you, if you were asked to do the Amazing Race, or there's Amazing Race, Big Brother, and Survivor people
Yeah.
here in Florida where we're at right now. Would you do any one of those other shows? A, And B, like, because you're with Discovery, are you able to do other network television shows?
See, like, I would definitely do it. It's a totally different game, though.
Right.
Because it's not the same.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So I would do it. I think it would be a great time. But you know how networks work.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of own you a
Right.
little bit.
So,
Even-
so like every time
even
you
if-
do a season, are you basically under contract for a year?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. So, but even then, after that, everybody knows those network execs, like, they talk to CBS.
They can say,
They can be,
yeah.
exactly.
And those guys,
And they're always going to hold on to their assets, dude.
Yeah.
So.
that's awesome.
Okay, so you, as far as males are concerned on the show Naked and Afraid, you've done more Naked and Afraid. You've completed more Naked and Afraid.
Yeah.
Do you see an evolution of the show in like, where do you see the next step for Naked and Afraid? Like, you know, we did the 20 days, the 40, the 60 days. We've done the cold.
We've done the cold.
Do you see it? Do you envision a battle down the
You know
road?
what? I think that would be cool. I think it would be a new aspect of the show.
Like with
because nobody ever
swords?
wants to watch. Well, that would be epic. That would be awesome. Like a battle to the death.
Well, I
Naked and
mean,
Afraid.
how do you
Nice edition.
How do you see this battle going down?
You know, if they did something like that, I would think they would put like two survivalists, same environment, apart from each other.
Okay, with
And-
partners or no?
You know, if we were doing a challenge, I would say no partners.
Okay.
Because
But
your
don't you
partner
like-
can
but-
either be an asset or
But
a
don't
total
you?
liability.
But don't you like the sex? What if you get to pick your partner?
Totally.
Okay, then
Totally.
you're in.
I would
Okay.
totally be in.
Okay.
But I think
But
like
is
the,
everyone picking the same girl?
no, there's definitely
Okay.
there's definitely
you,
different.
You click up.
Oh yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think it would have to be like somebody's got a tap. Like you just keep going.
Yeah.
You know, like there is no
Like there's
finish
no
line.
end.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just like
until
last man standing.
until somebody
What's up?
taps out, that's a wrap.
Well, no, it's not a game. It's not.
We were filming a podcast, asshole.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, we gotta go. Hey, you'll be happy.
That's great.
We were just interrupted by Rob as a podcast. That sounds about right.
That was great.
Jessica just chimed in and said Rudy died again.
Fuck. But dude, props to you. Dude.
Thanks, man, thanks.
There's been one dude from Survivor that I know of that played Naked and Afraid. I don't know if you knew who.
Oh,
it was.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
Who?
It was. He was on like one. Rasmussen. Who is the guy?
I know his face. I'm thinking the kind of thing, but
We're trying to get advice from a survivor.
Michael,
Dun.
Michael, I give him
Yeah. Was he from One
Michael.
World? Was he from One World?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So there was a Survivor guy.
Yeah.
And I think he tapped out on
Obviously, 'cause
Naked and Afraid.
I've never heard
And
of
that's
it.
why I think that's the only.
So we had
Survivor
one
player.
guy had the opportunity to represent us, and he
Shit
the bed?
Totally
Yep.
did.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did.
Michael
Michael
Jefferson,
Jefferson.
Never heard of him.
bean
Yeah.
sunburn in the kitchen.
One world.
One
Survivor One World,
Weird.
He's
Michael
one of the
Jefferson,
Jeffersons.
he played Naked and Afraid, and to my knowledge, because I watched it,
Yeah.
Survivor guy taps out.
Taps out.
And, you know, I wouldn't do the show, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Props to
Dude,
you for
thanks.
fucking
Thanks.
doing it. And you see, you're just fucking down, dude.
I love it, dude. I literally, if I could do that, if I could do like a month Naked and Afraid and then a month chill time, and then another, I would totally do that.
just nonstop,
Just all different places around the world. I think that'd be great.
and just bank account.
Totally.
Well, this
Yeah.
motherfucker is a cool dude. I
Yeah.
understand why that Discovery fucking wants you.
Well,
back
thanks,
and back
dude.
and
Yeah,
back.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, man. So you heard it first, and we will see you guys next time. Cheers.
Peace out. Rock on. Stay naked.
So, Reem, we were talking to Wendy earlier.
Yeah.
And I asked her a question that you and I chatted about at the bar the other night. If Aubrey is the first person on Edge of Extinction, does that create a different feel there? And Wendy said, if Aubrey's the first person on Edge of Extinction, more people quit before. And I was like, why is that? She goes, because everyone there said, I ain't quitting before Reem. Reem, if Reem outlasts me, no way. And everyone quickly realized Reem will outlast me.
Just to be a bitch, dude. Just to be like, no, dude.
How great if you're if Aubrey's the first person out, you're not. More people quit Extinction, Edge of Extinction.
But why would they quit? Aubrey is so welcoming. She's honestly, she is very. She's always the one that someone's.
Big Wendy said Edge of Extinction would still be Edge of Extinction. It would still suck.
They suck. It was so bad. It was bad, but you know, the fact that you get another chance.
That's cool, right?
You know,
I was really, I was just like, you know, it would be the most beautiful ending for this show. Reem wins.
You did see who I was up against, right?
I did. Did you ever listen to the podcast?
Yeah, I listened to your podcast.
You did?
No, I listen. I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm
Who were
scared.
talking
You should be scared.
to? What?
Tina Wesson?
Yes. And Tina, dude, no disrespect, man. I liked you, but why are you like, Reem's like, no, you don't even know me.
Yeah, Tina Wesson.
Like, what was that? There
Shots
was something that
shots
wasn't
fired.
shot. I mean, I'm wearing my best. Shots are fired, but I wore my best. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just saying that's not cool. I'm like, what?
Well, I don't even remember what she said. Something
I
bad?
don't really remember either, but I don't remember it being uber positive. It was kind of like, wow, when she's gonna welcome you, dude, like, no offense.
I think you and Tina Wesson would hit it off if you guys hung out.
I'm sure, man. Like, she's totally cool, super tough.
Like, I mean, we're here at this charity event.
Yeah.
Like, was there people that you were just like, ooh, I don't want to really hang out with them? If given the opportunity to meet them, I'm not trying to do that.
A, if so, would I admit that?
Well, you can admit it. Just don't give names.
B,
Yeah.
no.
The answer's yes.
No, the answer isn't yes. Honestly,
You want to meet everybody?
it has been a pleasure. Everyone's been so nice. Like,
Everyone loves you.
oh no.
They do. Like,
We do.
You were the
You're
top.
nice to say.
You were the topic of conversation this year.
No, I tell you what, from my
You're so
perspective,
fun, like-
you are fun. And so is Wendy. I was not a huge fan of Edge of Extinction when I watched it on TV and we were podcasting about it, right?
Yeah.
But
However, meeting everyone from your cast has been
Great
fucking
cast.
awesome. It's a totally different thing.
you're awesome. Aurora's awesome.
I love her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's
Big
awesome.
Wendy's awesome.
Yeah.
Big Wendy's smart.
Dude, she's smart.
So I
she's
think-
crafty.
Spoiler alert.
I
Big
think
Wendy's
that
smart.
I literally think that the fucking CBS television is who I think Edge of Extinction. They didn't show enough to me of Edge of Extinction.
They were talking.
They didn't like. I would have loved to have seen what was going on, the strategy,
I would
the
have loved to
suffering.
have seen 25 minutes of you and War Dog. That's what I wanted to see.
You know what? War Dog's cool. Should we FaceTime him?
So who are you won't say who you weren't excited to see. Who are you most excited to see?
Wendy, because I haven't seen her.
Okay.
Like, so I met her, and I didn't even spend like 70 hours with her, right?
Yeah.
But she was like my paralegal. Like, she backed me up. Like, she risked her game to back me up,
Yeah.
right? Who does that? You know, you would never do that.
I'm a very loyal player if you go back and watch Pro Island.
But I mean, not on day 3. I mean, that's a big
Day
deal.
1, I mean, it's like we jumped off the boat. Michelle, the cheerleader, she had her glasses, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my glasses. I don't know what I'm gonna do." So I took her glasses and put her in my sock and paddled to shore from that boat without kicking, scared I was gonna lose her glasses.
Oh, that's nice.
I get to shore, I'm dying because like I did it all arms because I'm just like, oh my God, if I lose them, this is huge. But if I make them safe, so I give her glasses and oh, that's right, thanks. I also have contacts. But that was a day 1 sacrifice.
Yeah.
So I'm loyal.
No, I'm. You know what I mean. But anyway,
So Big Wendy.
I was really excited to see her.
Okay, what previous survivors were you excited to see?
I didn't know, man. Like, honestly, people were. I thought Sandra and stuff was coming.
So,
Of course, I wanted to meet Sandra. I wanted to meet you guys. Like, I was surprised with all the folks that was here, honestly. Like, it was nice to meet Figgy. She's a doll. She's so
Figgy is beautiful, and then we Hot Cop Dan just told us the 5 hottest.
Hot Cop. He's hilarious, dude. And that's what he needs to go by. Hot Cop.
He's Hot Cop Dan. So he told us the 5 hottest Survivor women.
Of course, there's a list. All right. Do I need to help? Well, see, that's not cool because I think they're all beautiful. I can't even play it.
Well,
what did he say?
Well, we have Figgy number 1, and we don't even know if, she's hot, right? But is she even more awesome than she is hot?
She's pretty awesome. I thought
right?
She was really sweet. Yeah.
She might even be more awesome than hot.
I mean, sooner or later you gotta talk. You know
so Reem, I want to ask, how is your Survivor experience as a whole? I mean, you got the shit end of the stick. Do you think there's any way that you?
Loser.
Do you think there's any way that what could you have done different to not get voted out first?
Dude, I don't know. Here's what's up. It's not that I was trying to not be friendly to others. It was weird, man. It was weird. We tried to do some stuff, and it was no, we're good. Okay, why can't we all do this together? That was weird. So, certain situations like that made you just not want to interact more so and just be nicer to the other people. And it's not like you didn't like them, but it was they're obviously in a clique, so why would I? At this point, I can't even try. I didn't even... You know when you just see the writing on the wall and you're just well, we'll just see what happens. And then it was constant, well, why don't we do this? Well, I need to ask this person. And it's who is he, the fucking Godfather, dude? What's going on?
Carl's actually the Godfather.
Anyway, no. At the end of the day, no. I couldn't have done it differently because it just wasn't a jive. I couldn't fake that.
I was telling Jonny, the beautiful thing about you is when I met you here at this event, you are everything that I thought you would be.
If I'm working in casting and you send me a tape and we're sitting there going, you think she's really like that? And it's just well, let's fly to LA and find out. And then Reem shows up, she's
you said that. You said that on your podcast.
That's the exact.
You were the same chick.
Same thing.
Yeah, you are the real deal.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
And it's fucking awesome.
Can I tell you something, Reem? So, my mom comes over to my house and cleans up sometimes. Sometimes washes my clothes and folds them.
And you love it.
I do not mind whatsoever. My mom put.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for my boy.
Yeah,
100%.
So anyone's just people don't like your mom putting up. I'm just you can put up my stuff whenever you want, Reem.
Thank you.
We good.
Thank you.
We good.
Because I want to make sure it's dry, so when you go to sleep,
right?
it's freaking comfortable, dude.
I would like dry balls. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't want to chafe.
No.
No, you don't want your feet to get all nasty.
I am anti-chafing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's not cool. There's no cure out there.
No.
So overall, were you happy with your Survivor experience in general?
Totally. Unbelievable bucket list. You know, I mean,
you're a memorable
I will
player.
tell you. Well, you're very sweet. I will tell you, I was super upset for a while, dude. I was upset for a while because it was fuck, man. I came all the way out here. I rolled out on everything, and I didn't even get to do more than one challenge. That sucks, dude. This kid, super nice kid. Yesterday, I had a card. You wanted me to sign one of those baseball cards? It's challenges.
There's statistics on
Immunity
it.
is terrible. I was these are horrible.
Why didn't he erase the S? Why didn't he just have challenge?
I mean, it was right. It was terrible. I was
you're the
wow,
only
that
card
sucks.
that doesn't have the S in it.
Dude, it was bad. It was bad. I mean, technically, I did do 3.
Okay.
But as yeah, it was bad.
There could have been no better ending for Enter Extinction than you coming back and winning.
Okay, again, I was against a CrossFit beast, freaking firefighter, Captain freaking America, Super Joe, Julia, fucking Aubrey who has those advantages, and I mean, if you watch it, it's humiliating. And the funny thing is, you know, you walk through the challenge, and it's like, if you have a question, you can ask. And see something, fucking say something, dude. That's all I'm gonna say in all situations, man.
Right.
Because I saw it. It was like you had to throw your body in and out, right? And then the last thing was like the end of the fence, and it had a bunch of rope, and you had to like move your body through it. And I'm like, how am I getting my fat ass through this whole thing? And I looked, and everybody else was doing it, and I saw it.
If Aubrey couldn't you? I mean,
Aubrey's very thin. My point is, when we were looking at it, I said, how are we going to get through that? And that was my chance to freaking ask. We didn't do it because no one else asked, you know? Like, you're in the classroom.
I always ask private questions. Like, I never ask, like every challenge, they pick one person from each tribe to do the walkthrough. And so for my tribe, I was the guy. And for my other tribe was Andrew Savage. So Savage and Probst would talk the whole time. And then we get back, and they're like, you know, do you have any questions? And Savage would be like, yeah, this is, and he's like, Fairplay? I'm like, I'm not seeing anything in front of him. And so I'd pull Probst aside, just like, can you do this? And he'd go, guys, you can do
I mean, he has to make it fair.
No, he doesn't. If I was smart enough to think of it, let me do it.
That was my idea.
Yeah. I found a loophole. Don't tell them the loophole.
Well, you know what? I should have freaking said something, and I didn't, and I was stuck, and it was such fucking haze, dude. And like, you had to you know what I'm talking about, where you got to pull on the ropes, and you have to adjust it to where one has more slack, and then it took too long. It was a haze, whatever. It's all good.
Well,
anyway, I was against like people that were really good.
Well, you were our winner of Age and you've won our hearts, and that's
You're
all.
very sweet. That's all.
In the grand scheme of
It's
things,
nice. Like, everybody's so nice. It's like,
and that's all that
secret
matters.
cult now, you know. It's all good. It's nice.
there you go. Well, thank you so much, Reem.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
so
you.
beautiful.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And that's Matt.
How to be cheesy.
So I have two.
To the left, left of the bar.
We have two Africans with us.
Yes.
Touche. Silas, this is a rarity for you.
We're filming this.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how are you, man?
Sambora tribe, Boran tribe.
Yeah.
So why did you guys hate each other from the beginning?
Oh my gosh, that's the
We
farthest
hated each
thing
other?
from the truth. The production said, "Who do you think's the hottest girl on your season?" And I said, "That dark-headed Latino chick."
I know that's
Mexican.
somebody because
I
we
think I
didn't know
called you
anybody's
Mexican.
names.
Yeah.
So we have to be like the guy with the, red shirt and blue
Yeah.
pants because we were not allowed to talk to each
I
other.
would have been smitten by both of you.
Even when we had to go to the bathroom,
Same
you
here,
remember?
pal. Same here.
You
Even
had
though
to go
you-
out and go to like a crazy area to go do your thing. But we crossed each other then. As I was coming out of the bathroom, we crossed each other. You gave me like this,
Gave some eyes?
thing,
Get those sexy eyes.
like this thing, and I was like,
Did it
"Why?
work?
We
Did it
can't
work?
talk."
Did it work?
This thing.
Did it work?
Did it work?
Well,
I mean,
We were
Answer the question,
we were never
Jessie.
in
Did
the
it work?
same
I know, but did it work?
Did it work?
We never
Did you
saw
feel
each
a,
other.
Did you feel a vibe?
What vibe? There was no vibe. We were never together in the tribe.
Okay.
We saw each other after we broke up. That was the first time we actually spoke.
Did you feel the vibe?
Did you feel the vibe? Did you feel the burn? Did you have to talk to a doctor afterwards?
Answer the question. Oh, I don't know what he's talking about there, but there was definitely a physical attraction.
Did you not have nightmares
She's
from
hotter-
all the
hotter
malaria
than-
medication?
hotter
we
than
were
donut
taking?
grease.
I had the
well,
worst nightmares.
Survivor Africa in the Survivor community has been known to be one of
Top 5 of all time.
One of the greatest seasons ever. I mean,
in the history of the
What's
show.
the hardest?
you have
So hard. You're eating you're drinking water out of elephant poo.
Yes.
right. We've had many conversations with Lex and Big Tom of how gnarly it was. So, what are your guys' thoughts on old school Survivor, which you have the old school T-shirt?
Hey, look at that. Oh, available at JohnnyFairplay.com. Don't forget, with every t-shirt purchase, you get a phone call from me, Johnny Fairplay.
You see, you guys with your old school, and then you have all the new school type people. I'm assuming you guys have seen probably, not every.
Not
season,
Silas.
Not silent.
but like, what is
He's
your,
about to start.
what is your
I'm gonna go back and watch them all.
But what's your opinions from like old school versus new school? With season 40 coming up, it's an all-winner season. We're gonna have winners from Ethan's going to be out there, right?
Oh, wow.
Rumor and innuendo. Do you think an old schooler or a new schooler has a better chance in an all-winners format?
I'll tell you right now, man, in a nutshell, if you're on the show Survivor, it has nothing to do with the water, the physical elements. That is the easy part of Survivor. The hardest part of Survivor is the mentally, the relational side. It's all about relationships. Like the physical is easy. It's all your
physical. You're either going to win or you're not.
The social dynamics is the hardest part about Survivor. So I don't care if you're old school or new school or whatever. It's if you're in the game, it's hard as shit because the hardest part of the game is the social dynamics. And
but I think what they're talking about, and I know you haven't seen it, is like now there's
idols.
There's idols.
There's secret advantages.
There's super advantages.
I mean, they subtract the social aspect of the game for people that can't play the social aspect of the game.
Then that's the worst part.
Isn't that interesting?
Oh, no, it's
I
true.
feel like, how come he's the same person when he's about to get voted up, all of a sudden finds an idol and he has to stay an extra week? Like they save them. They save them over and over and over. It's crazy to me.
I mean,
Rather than like, listen, you gotta go.
But
You gotta go.
Africa, from what I've heard, is literally one of the gnarliest seasons of all time. There was wildlife right outside. I mean, Lex has said, dude, we were in scary situations. Now, there's dudes with guns to kind of monitor for the fucking lions.
Yes,
right?
outside.
But
they're better.
you can,
I don't know. Man.
I was under the impression
I never saw them.
Listen, so we went to the water hole one time, and coming back, when you see the cameraman kind of get nervous, you know that something's
That's
up.
a sign.
Now, being a previous police officer, I'm like, you know that I know that supposedly we have security or something's going on, but I don't see these security people. Where's the guys with the guns? And then later we find that we have lions like surrounding a boma in the middle of the
so you could hear lions around you. I mean, were you fearful of like something bad happening?
Yes and no, because you would. Again, they tell us that we have some sort of security, even though I never physically saw one.
Right.
Unless we were getting walked all the way out, you know. They say you did, so you're like, okay, there has to be someone out there. Right. But yeah, it's nerve-wracking because you're like, oh, they better be fast enough, or they better be great shots, and they better catch that lion. You know, we couldn't kill or hunt or do anything. We were in a national reserve. So.
Right. So what year was it that Survivor happened?
2001.
Okay, 2001. So
look at us, historians.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Earlier we were discussing who the hottest Survivor contestants were here at Hearts of Reality.
Yeah.
Johnny,
Top 5
hottest.
No, like no ifs, ands, or buts, no excuses, just the.
And it was Hot Cop Dan and yours kind of idea, correct?
Yeah.
Wait, it was Hot Cop Dan and you?
Yeah, we decided the top 5.
Just the two of you.
Just no one else.
Okay.
I kind of agree. You know,
agree?
Yeah, I agree.
You were like the judge in the middle. Okay.
So is she on the top 5 list?
Yes, sir.
Who else is in the top? Now I want to know. Like, who else is on the top 5 list?
So,
who did you all decide?
We agreed on 4, and then our 5th, we went our separate ways.
Okay.
So on the 4, you, Figgy, Libby, Stephanie Gonzalez. And then our 5th, I chose Sugar, and
I chose Abby Maria.
Abby Maria was on the bus.
He chose Abby Maria, and Hot Cop Dan chose Chrissy Hoffback.
Oh, that's really like all 3.
But we all agreed on the top 4, and that was you, Figgy, Libby, and Stephanie Gonzalez. No contest.
So did you love playing Survivor?
What do you think about being chosen in the top?
She loves it.
Wow. Yeah. I'm competing. We got.
Oh no, you're fine.
I'm competing with a lot of younger girls, so yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Hey, I'm holding my own.
Okay.
That's
you're winning. You're
spicy tuna roll.
You're winning.
Ultimate tuna roll.
Perfect, thank you.
Enjoy. Then let me know you need it.
Awesome, thank you.
You guys, well, this is my first time meeting both of you, but
How you doing, sir? Can I get a Kieran?
Really?
Draft. Whatever she wants. Sorry, we're back.
I'll take a Kieran draft too.
Yeah, stop that restart because we.
No. I can edit it. So here's the deal. This is my first time at this event. First time meeting you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. Survivor Africa is legendary. You don't go to many events, right? like charity
This is
events.
like your first event in years.
It's my first charity event ever.
Ever? Oh, Jesus.
Are you shitting me or are you being serious?
I'm dead serious.
Wow. Okay, so this has got to be very special. Like, whenever I hook up with someone from Survivor Caramoan, you have this bond that you're on the same season, right? And just survivors in general have this bond of this fucking crazy experience. So what is it like for you two to be reunited to hang out together from the same season? Is it a fucking trip or what?
It's awesome. Actually, I reached out to Silas to come here.
This is obviously a patron that hates when the freeloaders get free video. Oh, hi.
But seriously,
Hi, Melissa.
you guys run Survivor Africa. How many years has it been since you guys have hung out? Many, many?
So after the show, we saw each other once in LA, UNAUTHORIZED bar, and there was like a big game, and I don't know, I can't remember if I knew that you worked there, or you invited me, we had bumped into each other, you told me about it, or somebody else, maybe another survivor, I don't know how, but I ended up on it.
You ended up at Busby's or the parlor?
At the parlor.
Like at the parlor.
Yeah, at the parlor. It was like this big game, and I said hi, and I was so excited because we hadn't seen each other in a long time. And he wasn't so friendly. He was busy.
I have a very similar story.
We were slammed, and like I was trying to be like a good manager, like operator, and it's tough. It's like you're 4 deep at the bar, and people need. I had to change kegs and make sure there was cash, and like it was some chaos.
Yeah, it was busy. It was really busy.
And so
It was a big game. She didn't say it was an off-night. It was a big game.
Yes, but it did leave me to think that. I hate that. Yeah, that you were not being very friendly.
So, okay, so
Now we can
This is a recurring theme with Silas and people coming to his bars. and him not being nice to them.
This happened before?
Yeah.
No, well, it wasn't even
So
that.
then I'm going to take it personal then.
No. Fairplay.
No, that's his thing.
But like, even then, man, like, see, I don't even remember that. Like,
Yeah,
it was when Ryan-
so
it was when Ryan started.
I was taken to Busby's West. Jenna Lewis is working for you part-time as a bartender waitress.
What up, Jenna?
I come there, and Jenna goes, "Hey, here's the hot, young, new bad guy, Silas." And you're like, "Fuck him."
No way.
Yes.
I don't think I would ever say that.
You were not
about you.
Yeah, you were not excited to meet me in any way.
Wait, did I say fuck you? Never. I would never say that.
Now,
I've never said that in my
He's
life.
probably never even seen
like
the show, so
you were
he
not
has no
nice
idea.
to me. You were not excited for me to be there. But I wouldn't be either. The hot, young, new, fresh thing shows up. I'm like, fuck that. I'm the tried and true.
But you can't do it like you show up, he's busy as fuck, so you're thinking that he's blowing you off. But Silas really isn't necessarily.
Just a good worker.
Well, you're stressed out and you're trying to keep it going.
I mean, we had just opened, and man, it's like I don't know if you, it's like drinking from a fire hose. We're still learning the system. We had a micro system. I'm still learning the computer.
Have you been to the parlor?
No.
Like where did they do your after party?
I never went to it.
So that's the parlor Hollywood.
Okay.
So that's the one on Melrose and Alta Vista.
the one in
That one's
Santa
still
Monica.
open. No, I had them both. I built them both.
I
Yeah.
went to the one in Santa Monica.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
So anyway, so we hadn't spoken in like years, and then I think you sent me like a hello on Twitter or something like that.
He slipped into your DMs?
And I told him about this event, and I said, I think this would be great for you to come and check it out. And so here we are.
yeah. I'm here because of her. Because of her.
So happy that you are.
So now
we can hash
you
out.
guys have hashed out any of that bet. So that was.
What was there bad stuff? Like was there bad? Like because you guys are in different tribes.
No, there was never any bad stuff.
Oh, is that Memphis? Is this the mixologist from Big Brother?
So Memphis.
I'll make you a horrible drink.
Here's the best part. Jessie told me about this, and I was like, oh my God, I'm in. And then I called Omar, and I'm like, listen, you got to get my buddy Memphis. And I didn't know what it was like, and I didn't know, and I was like, he's got to come, he won it. I had no idea. He won the first season, is what I told him.
He won the first season of Big Brother.
He won the first season, I swear to God. I said, he won the first season of Big Brother.
Fact check that.
And so Omar's like, yeah, man, he's in. And the next thing I know, and then I said, Benry, I called Benry. I'm like, dude, call Omar, you got to come, And Benry was supposed to come. He's shooting a commercial right now, so he couldn't make it. But like, I'm just so.
Benry's doing a Valtrex commercial. Yeah, so everybody,
Benry,
buy some Valtrex for Benry.
And I'll tell you what's so cool about this event though is like being here for the kids. I mean, what an amazing event that this raises awareness for kids with terminally ill diseases. A place called. There it goes. I just messed that up. Thanks a lot, Memphis.
Sorry, I was pouring myself a sake.
It's called Give Kids the World.
Using the sake bottle to hold up the fucking drink.
Give Kids the World is a place where families that have terminally ill disease, kids that are dying, can come and give them their dream. It's all paid for. It's like Disneyland. They can come out, and for me, that's it. That's like it's a.
How emotional was yesterday for you? Like sitting in that room when they really tell you how it really is. I mean, like you have this is your first charity event, and you start with this.
I know.
How flooring was that?
I was crying.
All right. Well, we like to make fun of people that cry. So ready? Shame. No, dude, I was I was
bawling my eyes out.
Yeah. If you're not crying, leave the room. So don't come to this event.
And I'm mad about not trying to raise more money because I didn't really understand.
For this next year.
Yeah. I mean, I want every reality person to be a part of this event because it is so life-changing to see the families that lost a child that still come back because it impacted their life so much.
That's the big thing.
It's this place brings joy, not happiness.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I can't believe really it's your first event ever.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I know Big Tom and Lex were doing appearances and making shitloads of money. How come you didn't get in on that, dude?
Well, I got voted off 5th, so that probably has something to do with it.
You were still good looking, dude.
I got voted out 2nd, and I still did a bunch of stuff.
This year you got voted out 2nd and made a lot of money. You were right there.
I think I think in my head, I really struggled for a long time after the show because I was just so mad that I didn't win, I was so upset that I was 5th voted off, and I really struggled for 10 years mentally. I don't think I've told anybody that, but I struggled, I felt like a failure, in my own head. I knew I wasn't, I knew anything, but the way that I felt after it, and I know, other that's the thing. If you didn't win the season, then every survivor there, I don't care if you're 2nd or last, you feel the same way I do because we're all alphas.
Well, I was the male champion of my season, so is that not how
But I know what you're saying, dude, it affects people.
Go YouTube.
Hey, I like this guy now. I just met him and I got to know him, and this guy is he's actually brilliant.
Stop.
A little sadistic, a little
Twisted fuck.
He's actually amazing, and I got to know Fairplay, and I'm so glad I did.
Stop it. We're dating now, but stop it. We're not ready to talk about it.
But to me, and a lot of people say the same thing, we've all played Survivor, and to win the $1 million would be epic. But the friendships and the conversations and just sitting at a sushi bar in Florida years later after playing Survivor is winning Survivor, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The experience is amazing.
Jesse Camacho accidentally touched my leg 10 minutes ago, and I'm done. That's as good as it gets. I said accidentally, but the one she meant.
But here's the other question. If you guys ever had a chance to play Survivor again, would you play again?
Yes. Yes.
Are you over? Like you said, it took you 10 years.
Like you don't have another 10?
But are you over it now, or do you still have dreams about?
I would cast you on a second chance. You were one of those guys that got
look at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was on a legendary season of Survivor.
What, top 5?
He's a great looking dude. He's a
Still.
beast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's bigger.
Yes.
Bigger and better.
Would you play again?
I would play if you 3 played.
Hey,
If
Matt.
you're on the season, I would play.
First boot.
Yeah. Yeah, Jonny Fairplay.
That's the only reason I would play is if you 3 fuckers played. I'm in. I'm in.
But dude, you guys
make it happen. Mark,
guys-
let's do it. Cheers. It's been awesome. And it's such a pleasure. Like it really is like an honor to meet you.
dude,
So fun. I truly you as well, Fairplay. Like,
Stop it. Stop it. We're all just here to look at Jessie. It's okay.
you know, it's really funny, man.
Para todos los latinos que están allá escuchando a este loco, nomás sigan escuchando su podcast porque tiene muchas diferentes personalidades en diferentes programas de televisión y es una locura, así que los invito a todos para que sigan escuchando.
There you go. And for anyone that needs to translate that, that's Italian.
cheers.